Right. Welcome to Level Up TV, with me, Disrepute, and Vor. This is a ClanBase Open Cup Premier League final between 2K and Team Evolution. 2K, Ginzy, Hodenman, Burns, and Reload. Full German lineup, as you mentioned, Vor. And Team Evolution, Fears, Demaya, Morpheus, and Cass. We're going to go live on intervention straight away. Vor, quick thoughts?
What? Out.
Well, from the two teams.
I couldn't hear you. What are you saying?
What? You couldn't hear what I said?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the two teams? It's probably Fears at the moment.
Well, this Team Evo lineup's very impressive. Cass, who has got so much hype about him at the moment, being the best Russian player. Fears as well, he's looked great recently.
Wow, great shotgun work. He takes that Ginzy.
Our boy Morph. And a former XT star, Demaya, so very impressive lineup.
Strong aim, and across that lineup really. Fears confiscating that lightning gun away. We switch around to Reload with the quad, though he's quickly dispatched. Hodenman getting the revenging kill. Wow, and lagging like hell.
God, I don't like to hear that, Dis.
Like, it's literally awful. This is not good news, but it's just going to have to stay with it for now. Raiding in there, Hodenman catches that one opponent. See this fight over the red armor. Cass grabs it, but he goes down pretty quick. So that rail shot drops his lightning gun as well, and the positions 2K took up there, superb. Just surrounding that red armor area, moving in, taking it, doing a lot of damage. And they do have the weapons. I mean, they've dropped lightning gun. They've got a rail gun. They can sit around this area and really hold it now.
Yeah, and I didn't mention before, but you know, strong lineup as well for 2K. I mean, Burns, that's a name that's been around for a long time, and Reload, very good player as well. I'm not so familiar with Hodenman or Ginzy, but you know, they're in the final. They've got to be doing something right.
Hodenman actually has 62% rail at the moment. We see his railing's been excellent. He's waiting for this next red armor.
That's exactly the kind of rail percentages you want to be hitting. I mean, defending the red armor, if he can hit his shots, there's no way in.
Well, there he is. He's only got one shot left. Doesn't want to waste it too much on a fresh spawner, does he?
Nah, and also there's nothing wrong with what he's doing in that he's waiting for an easier shot, because you got one shot left, you want to hit it, and there you go. Hits it perfectly.
80 damage dealt out straight away. 70%, 3 impresses. Perfect start for him.
Yeah, 7 of his first 10 rail shots hit.
We got 20 seconds until the next quad, and you have to say they've got a very strong lock of this red side, but it's only a 4 frag difference, so Team Evolution not throwing away frags here. Playing this one carefully. You've got to worry for them a little bit at the kind of weapons and stacks that 2K have managed to build up though, but they do have that railgun. Oh wow, nice nade spam. Takes out Fears, it does the damage as well. Demaya picks up the quad. He's going to get taken out, is he? No, his team is in there to defend him.
Really good support by his teammates there, that's a great play.
Now he needs to repay them with a pretty decent quad run. He's got to be careful to get railed here. Didn't quite have enough health, but managed to pick up the yellow armor. Ignores the 25 in the midfield. Moving in towards the red now. There's such excellent coordination with him and his team taking over that red. Takes away that lightning gun from the control of the 2K player. And there's a 50. And
red up for him as well, so great place to finish your quad run.
Very impressive, both teams at the moment. The way they're coordinating moves into different areas. Oh, a direct rocket. Demaya placed that one perfectly. Of course, we know him from his days with XT as also Quake 2 player. Just how strong his aim is for.
Yeah, it's the kind of aim I'd call like reliable, solid aim. I mean, he's not going to be running around high speed, hitting all kinds of crazy shots. He's just going to hit every standard shot, pretty much. Which is, you know, ideal for TDM.
Yeah, he's just got to be careful though, peeking out in the midfield. Those rails come flying in. You see his team are just pushing out that little bit more than 2K seem to be. In fact, he's making the jump towards the rail. They take out the railer. So they're being much more aggressive when they're in control of that red position.
Yeah, which I think is the way to go on this map. You know, I think if there's no pressure on the red, you only need one player there waiting to pick the next one up, and the rest of the team should be looking to exert pressure on the other parts of the map. You know, particularly that rail area and the mega.
Teams are tied.
Demaya Let's have a plasma gun. They've tied up the teams.
So he's going to struggle to defend this, but look, his team are in support. They are killed, but he has a chance to...
Oh my god, perfect plasma. He's going to grab the red as well. He's going to be set for this quad coming up in a few seconds' time. He did take the previous one as well. There it is, spawns right in front of him. Takes it, shotgun in hand. Lightning gun drop for him as well. Such excellent team play and support as well. Oh, almost caught out. Saved again by his teammates. Got to be so careful jumping for this 50. He's got 3 health. The machine gun bullets managed to miss him. Looks like they're going to take away that rail as well. Red armor was up as he just ran away from it. So you've got to be careful that LG are coming through the teleporter. Wow, this is a good passage to play these last couple of minutes by Demar. I mean, from quad to quad he survived.
By the team as well, though, because there's so many occasions where his team have helped him stay alive, and that's what TDM's about. You know, especially when someone has the quad, you've got to kind of make sacrifices and do everything you can to help out the quad carrier, and his team have done that.
He's got a nice range of weapons as well now. He can do with a railgun to rail in the mid, but that's always going to be the difficult gun to get when you're in control of this one. I'm going to cycle away from him though. He's got 20 health. That's a well-placed rocket though, just before I switch. Let's have a look at some of his teammates. Morpheus just going down in that midfield, and now we switch to Cass actually after the frags. Cass is one of the most highly rated up-and-coming TDMers, especially in the Russian scene. Did recently, his team won the TDM pickup draft cup with some excellent performances by him.
Particularly that DM20 game at the end.
Excuse me.
Which, if anyone hasn't seen, they should really check the VODs of that DM20 in the final.
So he's really one to watch out for in the future, especially next season. You'd imagine he'd be playing for a Euro Cup team. In fact, wouldn't be surprised if you see both of these teams in the Euro Cup next season. But here's the Premier League final at the moment. 5 seconds to go before the quad. Morpheus. Nice push with the rocket. That's intelligent play. Takes out both of them as well. Grabs the lightning gun as well. Here we go. Passes it off for a quad carrier. It's Fears. And he is stacked. 72 armor. He's got the rocket launcher. Lots of lightning gun ammo. Key. Oh, that rail. Let's put him a little bit more on the back foot. The red's not up for a while either.
No. And he can't really stay here, because if he does, there's going to be no quad left.
Just gotta be careful that railer. Goes to the midfield. He could pick up so many frags here if he's efficient. Oh, picks up 2. And he gets a 3rd.
That's great. I mean, they were completely caught out by that coming through the teleporter. So slow to react, and he was, you know, he'd already hit so many shots.
Yeah, that's good play, and it's put Team Evolution into a 20 frag lead. Easy frag, Ginzy off the spawn. And now just working on that yellow arm. We just see how much more Team Evolution push out than 2K do. It really is very impressive. They're very at home on this map, in fact. Railed by Ginzy though. And now this is perhaps an opportunity to really move in and do some damage. No, Morpheus just at this midfield position, hitting 66% rail. Seriously, the stats, you know, they're hitting. Team Evolution, every time we look at them, very high.
Impressive.
4th impressive there for Morpheus. Hits another rail at that midfield position. Leaves that railgun for a teammate. He's going to grab the red himself. Fear's going to grab that drop rail and the rocket.
Yeah, Morph will have to be slightly careful though. You know, he's taking that red. It's, you know, it's kind of down to him now to make sure he's fairly strong for his quad. There's not much of a time difference between the next red and the quad.
I think he's used the red so far really effectively. He's lost all of it now, but I mean, so much damage he dealt out at that midfield position. I can't really see how 2K can challenge too much.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he might have tried to save it for the quad, but it should be okay anyway.
Burns got in a great position there. The quad was grabbed by Ginzy, but it's more of a steal than anything.
Yeah.
Eliminated upon pickup. And Team Evolution are still in this position of this red, nice, efficient rocket frag by Cass. And there was a danger there. I mean, this player had a shotgun off the spawn. Wow, okay, he's just dropped off as the red spawned. Luckily, doesn't get spawned on. And it's stolen away. Oh, that's excellent plasma by Reload. Really,
yeah, he's taken way
Cass.
more damage than he expected there.
He started that fight with a red armor, let's remember. Ended it on 9 health. hear his reload. Seen a fair amount of him in recent years. Dueling scene. Seen a bit of him. Going frag for frag inside this midfield area. Morpheus now, his point of view. It seems like his strategy is to move out to this midfield and just deal out the damage. Just shoot across the map and stop any of his opponents get anywhere near.
I can't understand why they pushed such a bad position against him then. I mean, he had rockets and a tight doorway.
I don't know, they were trying to hero it more.
Maybe, but I mean, Morph's job is just being made so easy by the opponent wanting to do that. You know, if they'd have forced him to make the move out, exposed position, then he might have actually been in some kind of danger.
I can't imagine the amount of damage he must have done now. It must be one of the highest in the server, Morpheus. Here we go.
Well, he's 100 damage behind Cass and 700 damage behind Fears.
Wow, so he's third on his team, and yet we saw what he was doing in the midfield area. Burns getting the frag there over this mega health. It does just spawn. He does take it 5 seconds ago before quad. If he's quick, he could get in here and grab this squad. The drop down from his opponents didn't come out on top. Odenman coming out with this quad damage. Lightning gun is dropped to him. 150 ammo. Lightning gun. Mega's not going to be up anytime soon. He's in a vulnerable position. Look at this. Machine gun down. He must have taken damage from somewhere else. But that is a vulnerable route to take with the quad.
Yeah, I think it is. As soon as he realised the Mega wasn't up, I think he should have, you know, been considering going for possibly the yellow near quad. I don't know if that was up at the time, but he needed health, because no armour and not full health. You can't go into an exposed area like he did, I don't think.
Okay, Hoden is Randall flag, apparently.
Okay, well, we know him from previous teams.
That makes more sense. Following Ginzy now, anyway. Yeah, they have taken over this red again. 10 seconds to go before that spawns. They're a little bit more defensive. You can just see that in their style of play. Look at some of the stats. I mean, damage across the board is so much higher for Team Evolution. 3 players in 2K are in still the 2K levels of damage. Ginzy going aggressive on this Mega. He was more forced into it looking for a frag than anything, though. Well, he did survive it out. Came out on top. Yeah, 3 of Team Evolution in the 4K damage. I mean, that is a massive difference between the teams. Or
it is, and it's part of the reason why I don't think they feel that they can easily push out from red. They're just being hit by too many shots when they look to push. I mean, they're going to have to try and find some ways to push out and do something with the reds, but they're still struggling to find a way.
Going aggressive onside this quad. It's only a couple of seconds to go. Fears. Well, Demaya picks it up. He was dropped a lightning gun. I think he just ran past it and grabbed himself a drop rail instead. There was...
Yeah, I see some of Demaya's quad runs, and he really does prefer to go with the shotgun.
Well, he's got caught out there. I'm surprised he didn't pick up the 25. I'm not sure he would have saved him in that position anyway. But maybe could have played it a bit more careful. Hoden grabbed him.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, his team are 30 plus frags ahead, so it's not too big of a deal, but it's a wasted opportunity to go even further ahead.
Spamming by Hodenman across that midfield, doing kind of what Morph was just doing before.
Yeah, exactly. Was able to actually get into that position, and that's what they've been struggling to do. 2K. They've had control of the red for, you know, large portions of the game themselves, because it's 13 to 17. The red pickups, but they just, as we've seen, they haven't had the opportunities to go as aggressive as Team Evo have had.
So we do follow Herderman. Still rocket launcher now, 17 shots to just shout. He could really do with like a rail or a lightning gun in this position. I mean, hitting rockets, you've got to be very adept at rockets to hit them all, and it's always still going to be difficult in a very open area.
And the distances you're firing, it is always the opportunity to dodge them.
So, Hoderman dropping down, takes that lightning gun. He now does have that to his name. Just really sorry about these lags we're getting. Kind of out of my control. control. He'll be good with this red for the quad. I mean, it's going to be up in 13 seconds. I mean, kind of aborted that jump. It looked like that drop down. Takes out Cass, and Fears is soon to follow. That's excellent play. Oh, that rail. Oh, and another rail shot coming in from Demaya, and Morpheus up the bounce pad with another rail. That's insane. They just hit all their shots, Team Evolution. 10 impressives from Morpheus. Cass picks that up. Air rocket quad. Amazing play. Morpheus just trying to bait out his opponent, but Cass was waiting there as well for the rail shot. They miss out on the red grab. Hodenman railed off the spawn, and oh, he's been caught on the bounce pad. Ginzy, though, is fragged. I think he was the guy who grabbed the red. Picks up 4 frags with this quad run. Mega. That's desperately what he needed. Now he can really be a bit more aggressive, pushing on. As the quad does just run out. Ginzy pushing forward. Does catch out Fears.
Yet again, back in control of this red, but score hasn't really changed.
Yeah, I mean, 30 frags is quite a margin between these two teams. Remember, this is the grand final. ClanBase Open Cup, the Premier Division.
I'd be interested to know whose map this is as well.
Both teams look pretty comfortable on it, so...
Yeah, I just have a feeling it's 2K's map. I could be wrong, but we were told the maps, but we weren't told who picked them, obviously.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess somebody maybe could tell us.
No one would know, would they? Other than the players.
25 seconds. Till the quad, and Ginzy's coming a brilliant.
That was excellent. Excellent lightning gun. No real dodging from Morph, but it was good to
39%.
Keep the lock.
You've got to hit it. You've got to be efficient with those opportunities, and he was. And he got a rail out of it, although Cass has just caught him out around the corner. It's now is quad time. Damage he's doing with the plasma now. Cass takes out, well, effectively 3 players there. And they should have this squad grabbed. Team Evolution. Fears picks it. One quick frag on Burn. And he's grabbed himself that upper yellow, or lower yellow. Cautious going around the corner. He did hear an opponent, I think, but couldn't quite pinpoint his position. Has the health as well to his name from that 50, the mini mega.
Yeah, it is kind of a mini mega, isn't it?
In some ways. He eventually fragged, like just hunting for kills, but I mean, just by having the quad, you could see 2K had picked up positions that were really not advantageous for them, and they were just...
Yeah, because they're waiting and wondering where the quad's going to come from, and they don't want to be in exposed positions. And you know, generally, you're not going to be around the major items either while the quad is active.
Good rail from Demai. Second rail to back that up as well. 44% for him at the moment. I mean, this is not really Demai at his peak either. But I mean, you can see that damage across the board higher from all 3 teammates, and for someone of the ability of Demai, it's maybe a bit of a surprise. It just shows how strong this Team Evolution lineup is. And at the moment, they're going to win this map very comfortably.
Yeah, there's no real way back from here. I mean, even if 2K hit the final quad and get a 10 frag quad run, that's not going to be enough.
Morpheus has had rail the whole game, and he's hitting 61%. Well, okay, mate, that's 60 now. After that miss, we had to commentate a curse him, didn't we?
He's not going to hit another one now to the end of the game.
15 seconds until the quad. I mean, you can't give someone of his ability with the rail for the whole game. You just can't.
No, exactly. There has to be more pressure on him.
Does pick it up. He has got the rail. He's going to try and pull out some shots at quad. This is a no-win situation for him unless he hits all his shots. He's got 14 impressives for. And surely this quad's going down. He's in at 1 health. And he is actually railed by Morph as well. Hodenman couldn't quite push onto Morph in time there. Hit the key shot, takes out that quad. 1 minute remains. Team Evolution have been extremely impressive here.
Yeah, definitely great first map, and maybe we'll ask whose map pick this was at the conclusion of this map. But really strong start in this final for Team Evo, and you know, regardless of whose map this is, they're looking good going into the remainder of the maps.
Oh, I wouldn't even say 2K have looked bad.
No, I don't think so. I mean, their control of the red has been good. It's just they've been confronted with such a high level of damage that it's been hard for them to push out and make good use of the red. And that's been the real difference, is, you know, the general damage output. But in terms of approach to the game, 2K have looked like a really solid team themselves.
So, let's just have a look at Ginzy here in the midfield against Morph. He is punished by Morph though, with a rocket launcher. Morph just trying to go for that last rail.
Blue wins.
Some exceptional damage output for Team Evolution to switch around to some of the full stats there.